Episode 1 is kinda slow. It's dealing with Translucent's death and the funeral. The boys are hiding out in some Haitian gangster's basement. It has a Pawn Store as a front. There's a real cool black noir scene I like. I mean, that guy is pretty awesome. I wish they'd show more of him. The news is showing a boat docked with refugees and illegal immigrants letting people off the boat. We see a guy fighting with the boat captain, and he takes the ship out of the water and drops it on the boat captain. The news call this guy a super terrorist. Starlight is dealing with how crappy Vought is as a company. She and Huey come up with a plan to get some Compound B and give it to the news to show the news that heroes are made. A-Train is still in a coma. Starlight is visiting him. The Deep is still having a mental breakdown and meets Scientologist. Homelander is still being the enormous psycho we know him as. He meets a possible Translucent replacement who is basically a Daredevil ripoff. He takes the replacement out and goes off on the new PR lady saying, "Why would you hire a blind guy and think I'd want this to be in the 7? We then meet the new girl, Stormfront, who is from Portland, Woke Points. Homelander is pissed off as he told the PR lady he's running the show. He finds out the head of Vought, played by the bad guy from Breaking Bad, replaced Translucent with Stormfront. And Homelander gets pissed off and has to learn to deal with it. And in the end, we see the Butcher returns, and that's the end of episode 1. Like I said, this is a bit of a slow episode. It's basically dealing with the aftermath of the season 1 finale. They don't explain what happened with Butcher and Homelander at the house from the season 1 finale. They hint at it here and there, but overall, you're just... Even in these other two, maybe they'll explain it later, I don't know. Episode 2. This episode is the Butcher making a deal to capture the super terrorist for his wife and freedom back. Homelander is playing daddy, and Stormfront calling out PC crap, which is hilarious. A-Train magically comes out of his coma. In a flashback scene, Homelander, for some reason, doesn't kill the Butcher. He drops him off unconscious. We see the Butcher drawing whatever he can to remember about where his wife is. Homelander keeps testing his kid for superpowers. Homelander is just such a prick on this, and I just love Homelander. He's just such a prick to everybody. The Deep is still dealing with his breakdown. The Scientology people are trying to help him recover and get his sanity back. I guess that's what you'd call it. The Butcher makes a deal with his old CIA boss to get his wife and freedom back. The PR lady for Vought sets up this news conference thing to introduce Stormfront, and it's all about this PC woke garbage. The PR lady is pushing women get it done and all this, and it's just nothing but woke crap. And Stormfront, she just wrecks and destroys this PR lady's fake narrative, man. And this is live on the air. She just absolutely destroys the woke crap. I love this scene. It's really good to see somebody calling this stupid crap out. The Butcher finds out where the super terrorist is, and they go to get him. It turns out the so-called super terrorist is Kimiko's brother, so Kimiko reunites with him. The Butcher tries to shoot him, but Huey knocks him over, and Kimiko's brother uses his powers and makes the roofing fall on them, and he throws a bunch of stuff at them like chairs and crap. I mean, I don't really know how they survive that. Kimiko and her brother run off, and Kimiko tries to convince her brother the boys can help them. They get in a big fight. A-Train is out of his coma and is spending his time harassing Starlight, who saved his life. Starlight has gotten a sample of Compound B. A-Train catches her in her apartment and calls her out on it, and Starlight calls his bluff and takes the Compound B back. A-Train in this side story is just done badly. I mean, she saves this guy's life, and he doesn't even say thank you to her or anything. He's just this bitter jerk-off. Kimiko and her brother fight the boys. They catch up, and they capture her brother. That's the end of episode 2. This was an okay episode. Kimiko looks like an actual actual human being this season. I mean, she looks really good on this, finally. The whole A-Train Starlight deal is meh. I mean, you'd think this guy'd have some gratitude. I mean, come on, man. Episode 3. This episode is the boys trying to bring Kimiko's brother to the CIA lady. The 7 are on the way to get the super terrorist. The Deep, with the help of the Scientologist, he'd get him to try to be a hero again and intervene. We're shown a new side to Stormfront. So Huey is having a mental breakdown from everything. The boys are on this boat trying to get Kimiko's brother to the CIA lady. The Coast Guard finds them. Kimiko's brother gets loose and downs the chopper. The Deep uses a huge whale and sharks to try to stop the boys. They make it to the shore. The 7 catch up to them in these tunnels. Starlight finds Huey. Homelander tries to get Starlight to kill Huey. The Butcher shows up. Kimiko's brother throws the roof down on Homelander and takes off. Kimiko chases him. Stormfront finds them and she's fighting them both. Stormfront is randomly killing people along the way for no reason while chasing Kimiko and her brother. Stormfront finds them on this roof. Kimiko tries to get Stormfront and tackle her, but Stormfront knocks her out. Stormfront breaks Kimiko's brother's wrist, then calls him a, let's say, Asian racist term. I mean, she really shows who she is there. Homelander shows up and tells Stormfront he was mine. She messes with Homelander and tells him you snooze, you lose. So Stormfront so far isn't woke. She's just racist, if anything, and she's just killing people for no reason in that apartment complex. I mean, that was like Homelander with that plane on the first season. I mean, she's basically like a female Homelander. The end is showing a news conference where Stormfront is talking on the news about she stopped the terrorist and she's awesome and all this, and the boys are just watching this like, what the hell? And Homelander is staring down Stormfront and Stormfront is doing the same. So I think there's going to be a power struggle here between the two of them because she's just the female Homelander and she's apparently trying to take over or what, I'm not sure. I was very concerned that the show is going woke based on the Comic-Con panel. The creator was talking about fighting white supremacy and the white person standing next to you is evil, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is only 3 episodes in so far, but it doesn't really seem that woke, but you've got a bunch of episodes in the season to get through here to see what's going on. But so far, these first 3 episodes, I mean, it seems like the first season. I mean, that creator, he really scared me going on about woke stuff and fighting white supremacy and all this craziness, and so the 4th one will be out tomorrow. I'll try to get to it when I can. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you.